guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I just wanted to do I just made a video about like where I've been, what I've been doing, because I haven't posted for probably about a month now. I just wanted to talk about a couple things emotionally that I've been going through, breakthroughs if you will, just motivate and encourage everybody out there also to do the same. So that's really my goal for this video today. I'm so tired. Alright you guys, so something I just wanted to talk about today, it was a couple of like breakthroughs if you will for myself, a couple of things that I kind of brought to light as far as my emotional well-being. So I just wanted to talk a little bit about it, and I wanted to motivate to push everybody else to do the same, right? For the past couple of years, I've been, I don't know how much is too much to say. And I think that's my problem and why I don't want to film this video. So one of the biggest things, and let me rephrase this. The number one breakthrough that I made, and I actually said to a friend recently, was that I was learning to be fearless. Ironically, there's a YouTube channel called Learning to be Fearless. And, you know, I kind of had that thought in my head. I was like, oh, there's a YouTube channel when I said that. But what does that mean? What does learning to be fearless mean? It means living without fear, obviously, right? But there's so much more to that, and you don't know what you're scared of until you actually allow yourself to kind of take it in and to face the fear. Recently, I can say that one of my biggest fears I conquered, and it's a fear I've been feeling for probably years now. And honestly, I have anxiety filming this video. And again, I think this is another reason why I didn't want to film this video. And you can already see like the tearage in my eyes. I'm probably going to keep trying to take deep breaths and hyperventilate and just do all this stuff because, again, I want to convey the right message. I don't want to sound like I'm just rambling and all that other stuff, which is my typical video, so I guess it really wouldn't matter if I did or not, right? But anywho, so one of my fears was telling somebody how I felt about them. And it was plain as day how I felt about this person because I made it more than obvious. And I was still terrified, legitimately terrified. I could cry right now. I don't know why I'm crying. I think I'm crying partially because this is officially turned into a Trisha Paytas video. You guys, I need to get on my kitchen floor like stat. I'm sorry, but if you don't know who Trisha Paytas is just YouTuber and find I'm a chicken nugget video. It all makes sense to you. Legitimately don't know why I'm crying. So, like I was saying, I don't even know the last thing that I said. I do know that I made a statement that I told someone how I felt and that it was more than obvious. And I had to tell this person. And this person's reaction was literally blank in the face. And him saying, I know back, basically. And that was kind of it. There were some other issues that we were discussing, you know, so, but more of the story is like, regardless of whether he knew, regardless of whether I told him, well, I shouldn't say that, regardless of whether he knew or not, just based on how I was, how I interacted, how I portrayed myself, how I kind of made it obvious, right? Just to show that overabundance of care for this person. And it's not even, this is why I started crying. I now know. I think part of the reason I feel so strongly about this person is because I really hope he doesn't watch this video. But I feel like I needed to make this video because part of the reason I have a YouTube channel is to document my life, and I felt like this was kind of necessary because this was a long time span thing, and you know, it's something I obviously cared about. But I think one of the biggest reasons I hold this person so close to me is because I feel like I preyed on this person, like, or I preyed this person up in a sense. I don't know how to explain it again. So my entire life, I literally have not been able, let me not say it that way. It's not that I haven't been able to keep a relationship. It's that the people that are in my life, or the people that I have relationships with, they can't handle the person that I am because I'm very aggressive. I'm very, I don't know. I'm an independent woman is the best way I can put it. Like, I don't really deal with bullshit. And I don't want to say I like things my way, but like, there's certain things I do like my way. I believe in like your stereotypical husband and wife, male runs the household, you know. I believe in like the old-timey like husband and wife thing. I do believe in that, like where the man is the head of household and, you know, all that type of stuff. I do believe in that, but it's just every relationship I was ever in, the man, in lack for better terms, couldn't be a real man. And I had some years where I almost just went against faith, I guess you could say. Not faith, but I went against what's the Christian thing to do. And I chose to pull myself back from that. I kind of had like I don't want to say born again moment, but again, lack of better terms, I had a born again moment, which led me to, you know, leading a good Christian life. And I'm not saying I'm a perfect person. Please don't like manipulate my words and say that. I'm not saying I'm a perfect person. What I'm saying is I just stopped all the unnecessary behavior that I was doing. And there's still things I do that I shouldn't do that aren't Christian-like, right? Like, words come out of my mouth about other people. I cuss all the time. You know, it's just, I still live my life, but I just try to do it as a better person. That's the best I can say, right? So I was in my car one day and I prayed. And what I prayed for was a man. Well, I didn't pray for a man. I asked God to put somebody in my life that could handle me, that could handle my outburst. And there's some physical characteristics I put in there as well. I'm not going to mention them. But then in that same moment, I said, like, I'm not ready for a relationship. I said, I just need someone who understands me, someone that can be there for me. Because honestly, like, all the relationships I had before, I couldn't communicate with any of those people. And it wasn't like because they couldn't talk. It was just like, I don't know, like maturity levels. I'm not too sure. But probably a month later, I started being friends with somebody, and months after that, I was driving one day again. And I was just thinking, and I was like, wow. And I just started crying. Because, like, it was plain as day that my prayer was answered. And I feel like that's why I hold this person on such a high pedestal. That's not obviously, like, the reason or the only reason. I don't know. I'm just talking. Like, I really don't know. I don't even know if any of this is necessary for this video. It's just, I felt like something I had to say. But my point is, you know, we've been friends for a while now, and, you know, words were exchanged between us, and I finally just had to tell this person that I had feelings for them. And literally, like, the hardest moment of my life. At least it felt like that in that moment, right? I don't know anything. Like, I know that we're friends, and I'm okay with that. I do know that this person thinks that they're holding me back, and in reality, like, I truly can't answer that question. I don't even know if I should bring it up. I don't know why I'm making this video. I think I'm making this video mostly for me, like I said, but the other reason is because, like, I want everyone out there to understand that I'm not a fearful person, but when I have one fear, it will literally consume me. And something that him and I actually argue about is my random outburst of emotions. Because I'll be like really, really, really good, and then we'll be talking about something and I just freak out. And like all these built up emotions come out. And something I have to say about that, and I already told him this, but I think it's just because I just had all of this like inside of me, like living and festering in me. And he didn't need me to tell him this. Not from my understanding, because like I said, he already knew. He didn't need me to tell him this, but I needed me to tell him this. Because I felt as if I just needed to make it known. I needed to say it out loud. I needed to face the fear, and I needed it to be out. Like, I literally wanted to say this like months and months and months and months and months ago. But point behind, again, I keep repeating myself and I apologize, but when I have a fear, it consumes me, like I said. And it's literally been years. And I chose to hide and not say anything versus just coming out and saying it for fear. I don't know. I don't know what I was scared of. There were some possibilities, you know, like I didn't have, you know, like the best childhood. There's a lot of things that happened. But I'm sure there's a lot of like reasons why. But honestly, I think one of the other reasons is just because like I don't really ever have emotions for another human being. And I know that sounds ridiculous, but like I've had one crush my entire life. And it's when I was younger, like grade school. And I actually told this person back then. So he knew. But that was it. I never, oh my gosh, my hair. So I think that might have been part of the reason. I think that might have been part of the reason why I was so scared. I don't know. But something I just want to stress to everybody, like if you, number one, don't let your emotions build up. It's not healthy. And something else that was brought up between us, he was like, you know, you preach about communication and talking and all this other stuff, and he was like, but you don't talk. And that's not 100% true, because there is a lot of stuff I do say, but there's a lot of stuff I don't say. And I think that's just an important message for everyone to understand as well. And my point of making this video, honestly, if I can even get through to one person, I will feel good about it. And I say that because the feeling that I feel now is incredible. And I say that because you're truly taking a step forward to, you know, facing another fear, and then another fear, and then another fear. So this didn't start with this. This actually started with a job interview, and I was terrified. Most job interviews that I do are over the phone, and this is a face-to-face interview. I haven't done a face-to-face interview in 8 years, and I was terrified. But I went in and I killed it, and then I did it again because I had another one. And I think I knew how scared I was in that moment. And I think that's why when I decided this is what I wanted to do, I just did it. Because you're never going to get anywhere being afraid. You're not. You're literally not. To be scared and shy and timid and all these things, it's not going to get you anywhere. And I'm far from that person. Like, if you actually knew me, I'm really far from being a shy, scared, timid person. But there's certain things that I get that way about. And it's like the things that matter the most, I guess. So I just want to encourage all of you to really, if someone says something to you, be honest, right? Give an honest opinion, give honest feedback. I'm not telling you to say whatever you want to say. Like, you still need to filter what you're saying to be a genuine human being and not be a jackass. But be honest with your emotions. And be honest about what people are saying to you, right? Or asking you. Just give genuine feedback. Communicate. Say what you need to say. If you're like holding words in your mouth, let them out and let it be known. And I say that because it will be so much easier for you to speak up, to say what's on your mind, and to possibly get what you actually want versus what you're settling for.